Jack Hanma vs Kaoru Hanayama, a fight that has surprisingly never taken place before. But no need to worry, the Baki Rahen manga is currently beginning this fight, and this battle will be much better than many people have previously expected. Let me know who you think will win in the comment section below. This fight will certainly contrast one particular theme: offense versus defense. Jack Hanma, a character with some of the most exceptional offense in the entire Baki saga, matched up against the well-versed Kaoru Hanayama, a fighter that has demonstrated absurd feats of durability. And if Jack plans on winning this fight, he will have to be decisive on the locations that he attacks. And that is thanks to Hanayama's bone structure. If Jack targets Hanayama's bones, then I believe practically no damage would be done, as Hanayama's skeletal structure is particularly exceptional. For example, Hanayama was shown being capable of catching Musashi Miyamoto's sword utilizing only his knuckles, as well as Hanayama's back muscles being so strong and durable that Hanayama managed to withstand several of these strikes from Musashi Miyamoto's sword. And these strikes were not simple in the slightest. They were described as being able to cut a huge ox in half. And also, with Jack Hanma seemingly agreeing to a fight without biting involved, this fight has only become closer, as well as this fight being anticipated as an extremely brutal one, due to Hanayama always taking attacks head on and only going all out with his powerful attacks, while also making little to no attempt to guard or parry the attack. While on the other hand, Jack is a merciless and brutal fighter, which could give this head-on and nonchalant mindset of Hanayama's a very harsh and humbling reality check. And if Jack does genuinely stand by his word and does not take advantage of his biting during this match, then Hanayama may stand more of a chance to win this fight than many had initially believed. And this can be primarily due to Hanayama being knocked out in Chapter 4 of Baki Rahen, but many seem to forget that Hanayama was not directly knocked out by Hanada, but rather by himself, as Hanada had redirected all of Hanayama's power back at him. And when you consider Hanayama's strength, it only makes sense that he would be knocked out by this, as Hanayama's strength was compared to that of a Triceratops, a dinosaur that can weigh between 6 to 12 tons, while participating in a contest of strength with a freshly awakened pickle, and in which Hanayama actually managed to hold his own against one of the physically strongest characters in Baki. And this physicality of Hanayama's will come in handy and will prove to be extremely useful when matched up against an opponent like Jack Hanma. For example, one scenario where Hanayama's strength would help him is when recently, Jack was seen suplexing Pickle numerous times, utilizing his wrestling and grappling capability for pretty much the entire duration of Jack's fight with Pickle. But with Hanayama's strength, I believe he will be able to resist against these German suplexes from Jack. However, Jack still has many more tricks up his sleeve, such as his very extensive martial arts background. And though Jack may be known for his extensive ability when it comes to biting, before the biting, Jack was notorious for his well-versed hand-to-hand combat abilities, which eventually led to Jack Hanma being one of the few fighters that actually came somewhat close to defeating Baki at one point. And when it comes to speed, this is an area where Hanayama lacks. And though Hanayama could move somewhat hastily when needed, Hanayama does not exactly have the best history when being matched up against speed-oriented fighters, as well as Hanayama's weak point being his stomach. And this location can be extremely exploitative for Jack due to Jack not only being surprisingly fast, but also quite strategic, while Hanayama on the other hand is more of an upfront and direct fighter. And though Jack used to be similar in that way, he has evolved to fight extremely strategically, picking his opponents apart from their weak points. This strategic fighting style of Jack's is an exact counter for Hanayama, and though Jack Hanma may have incredible offensive capabilities, just how strong is Kaoru Hanayama's? Well, to start, Hanayama has a grip strength that is almost uncomparable to any other character. Hanayama has the capabilities to grab an opponent's arm and cause it to explode due to the blood flow in their arm constricting, with Hanayama even executing this move in the King and Ashura vs Baki movie. And though this may sound minuscule, Hanayama did manage to give Yujiro Hanma a nosebleed with a punch. And though Yujiro did allow Hanayama to land this attack, this is a feat that next to no characters would be able to perform, as well as Hanayama managing to do things like killing a great white shark deep under the ocean surface with his bare fists, as well as making who I believe is the physically largest fighter from Baki, T-Rex, feel pain. And due to Hanayama's body being so strong durability wise, Jack knocking Hanayama out would be one of the two most effective ways that I can see this fight ending. With the other way I see this fight ending being Jack going back on his word and utilizing his biting to force Hanayama to bleed out, but that is less than likely in my opinion. And also, something that only makes Hanayama's defense better is his insane pain tolerance. Due to this tolerance, Hanayama can just keep on marching through painstaking attacks. I mean, after all, during Hanayama's fight with Spec, his face was literally open. And this fight will not only be a showcase of these two polar opposite fighters' abilities, but also, as Baki would say, a holy war of some sort, as this fight will prove whether Hanayama, the naturally monstrous street brawler, will win, or the biting cyborg, Jack Hanma, the man who forced his body to keep up with his will to become a monster himself, as well as this fight truly proving if Hanayama's morals will hold him back or excel him into victory. One of the benefits of having this moral code of Hanayama's is that he remains calm and collected as he is inside of this moral code, while on the other hand, Jack Hanma has next to, if not no morals at all, as Jack has effectively traded his body, life, and childhood for strength, giving everything up for power. And this lack of boundaries for Jack can either help him tremendously or do the opposite and backfire on him. Because of this lack of moral code, Jack is willing to do literally anything to win, any means possible. But that is also the biggest flaw, as Jack has stated numerous times in this manga that he is willing to die to win quite literally any fight, no matter the opponent. But that will be all for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to support me, then you can leave a like and subscribe. It is completely free on your end and helps me out way more than you may think. And the odds are you are not subscribed, as 90% of the people that watch my videos are not. And I'm currently creeping up on 4,000 subscribers right now. So if you can, just help a brother out. And if you would like to interact with me, my community, show off your art, drop some memes, talk in general, or maybe even self-promote, then you can join the Discord that can be found in the description box below. But that will be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.